Lads, do you want your balls to produce bigger, fuller loads? Well, get ready to spray her with your Super Soaker 9000 because in today's video, that's exactly what we're going to talk about. Let's go. My name is Stirling Cooper. I'm an award-winning adult film star. I'm also a former high-class male companion. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So, this is probably the first kind of biohack that I ever learned. Or one of the first biohacks I ever learned when I got into the adult entertainment industry. It was how to make your load, your ejaculate, bigger and fuller. And it's actually surprisingly useful in my line of work. It's actually helped me get more bookings, helped me get more work, and helped me establish my career. So having this little advantage in my back pocket is kind of what allowed me to get a foothold in the industry. And now I'm happy to share some of these secrets with you guys today. So the first thing that you can do to increase your ejaculate volume is to drink plenty of water, being thoroughly well hydrated. So drinking a couple of liters of water a day is absolutely going to increase your seminal fluid volume. So how do you tell if you're hydrated? Well, some people say this is a bullshit way of testing it, but typically if your pee runs clear, it basically means that you're overhydrated. If your pee is running, very, very yellow, it means that you're very, very dehydrated. So somewhere in between there. Find your sweet spot for staying hydrated, and then if you deliberately want to increase your ejaculate volume, maybe add half a liter to a liter on top of that when you're deliberately trying to increase your ejaculate load. So the second secret is to basically be hornier. Now, there's two ways you can achieve this. One is being around hotter women and ejaculating on or in hotter women will absolutely increase your ejaculate load. That's sort of your body's natural response. It's like, oh my God, gorgeous woman, let's make sure we impregnate her, okay? So that's one way of doing it. The second way is sort of cheating around that, and that is to deliberately give yourself blue balls. Now, sometimes we refer to this as edging. So that is basically where you're quote unquote masturbating, but you don't ejaculate. So you stop masturbating before you would ejaculate and release. You stop before the point of no return. You stop, you don't allow yourself to climax, and you basically just leave it there. So that's deliberately giving yourself blue balls. So as an example, one of the things I would do before a scene, if I wanted to make sure that I had a good load ready for the camera, is I would edge myself the night before. I would give myself blue balls the night before, and it basically builds up the seminal load that's sitting in your balls. And then sometimes I would also edge the morning before a scene as well. So I'd give it a double backup load in there so it's ready to go. So when you do ejaculate, there's just this buildup of sperm and of semen in your balls ready to go. Now sometimes, I believe someone told me once that like sperm doesn't actually live that long. It'll only survive like 24 hours. So when you sort of blue balls on your edge, there's only so much, blue balling and edging only really has a maximum effect of like 2 to 3 days. Like once you've done it once you've edged for like 2 days in a row, or probably the max is like 3 days in a row, it's diminishing returns. Like you won't see any additional benefit and increase in your load from edging or blue balling yourself days 4, 5, 6, etc. Right? 2 to 3 days is the maximum benefit this will give you. I know this because I've tried and tested this out thoroughly myself. Now, the next way that you can increase this ejaculatory load without the blue balling side of things is you can basically just take more time off between orgasms, between seeing women. So no masturbating, no coming, no fap, as some people like to call it, and then just take time off between different orgasm sessions. So this just allows your body to naturally replenish its amount. Because if you're orgasming and you're popping multiple times a day or multiple days back to back to back, your body just doesn't have time to sort of rebuild itself, rebuild the load in your balls to its maximum capacity. If you shoot off too much, eventually you're going to start shooting dust. It's just the way your biology works. The next way you can increase your load is through Kegel exercises. So I've talked about Kegels quite a lot on this channel, but if anyone needs any reminding, Kegels are that exercise you do where you clench your PC muscle, you clench your pelvic floor. So imagine that you're peeing. If you wanted to stop the flow of pee out of your dick when you're urinating, you would clench, right? That muscle that you're clenching to stop pee from coming out of your dick, that is the PC muscle, that is your pelvic floor. That is an example of one Kegel. So you might want to start doing some Kegel exercises. If you do Kegel exercises, you strengthen that pelvic floor, and that your pelvic floor is what sort of spasms when you orgasm. Now, in particular, you might want to try reverse Kegels. So reverse Kegels are kind of the opposite of that. It's basically, if you're peeing and you wanted to try and force the pee out faster and harder, that pushing sensation, that pushing muscle you're doing there, that is called a reverse Kegel. And that is what's going to help to spurt out more seminal fluid, more ejaculate out of your balls during a regular orgasm. If you strengthen that muscle and you actively engage it when you're climaxing, when you're orgasming, you're going to force more out of your body during your ejaculation. Now, this next tip is something that the director from Pure CFNM and Come Perfection, two adult websites I worked for back in England, who specialize in and focus around basically the cum shot on a chick's face. That's their whole thing. That's their industry. That's how they make their money. The director for these websites taught me this when I was, kind of first starting out shooting porn back in England. So this is a tried and tested industry secret. Every dude in our industry knows this. 50 milligrams of zinc daily. Don't take any more than that. There's limited. There's basically no extra added benefit to having more than that, and you can not overdose, but you can take too much zinc and have negative side effects. So 50 milligrams a day is plenty. That is enough. That is all you need. But 50 milligrams a day will increase your ejaculate volume, and it'll make your ejaculate more white. So if you're running clear, sometimes if you just drink lots of water to increase your ejaculate volume, yeah, there'll be more of it, but it'll just be clear, right? So if you take 50 milligrams of zinc, not only will you increase the volume, but you'll also make it whiter. So, which in my industry makes it look better on camera. It makes it easier to photograph, makes it, stand out more, right? So that's kind of why we teach that, and that's why, in particular, these directors taught me this. Now, I do have a couple more industry secrets, things that you can eat that are literally going to double your ejaculate volume overnight, but you're going to have to get my ebook to find out about those. That's in the description down below. So now that you've learned some industry secrets, it's time to learn a few more. Here are some sex positions that any man can use to delay his orgasm.